meeting is being recorded.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Adam, you're holding it down with movie reviews. What do you got?
Yeah. Thanks, Stephen. Yeah, first of all, happy holidays.
Yes.
If anyone doesn't know, I did a guest on Hot Topics for this episode. Very depressing topic. So I decided to wear my winter Christmas hat to bring some holiday cheer for our movie reviews. And actually, I'm going to talk about what I watched, and I'm going to be excited to see if you've watched some more holiday movies because it's the season. So yeah, I'll kick it off. So actually, I was out of town this weekend. I was in Philly for a convention, so I didn't get to see anything in the theater. But what I did see was a documentary on Elizabeth Taylor that's on Max right now. And I guess when you go on Max, it's kind of the big pop up. It came out this year called
Okay.
Elizabeth Taylor: The Lost Tapes, and it's a documentary that takes actual audio footage from her archives and tells the story of how she kind of tells the story of how she began in Hollywood in the 40s and how she kind of grew and became this big star and the movies she's done and the people she married and things like that. It was I liked it actually. First of all, I don't know much about Elizabeth Taylor. I know she was a big star and she was super famous and she had a lot of marriages. But she was before my time, and I only thing I've seen her in was actually Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, which is a great movie
Mm,
based on a Tennessee Williams play with Paul Newman and everyone else. But I didn't know this persona about her, and I just was curious about it. And it's done in a really good format. You get a lot of the footage and like kind of when she was hanging out, and she's a movie star, so there's tons of footage on her. But
mhm.
I didn't realize like how what a force she was, and she was like really it feels like the original like paparazzi
Yeah.
person where the media hounded her. They kept asking her questions. They wanted to know everything about her life. They got like later in life aggressive towards her, the paparazzi, and like she was someone that was really like, and even in this documentary, at one point she says, I don't remember a point in my life where I wasn't famous.
Mm,
And she kind of was like, I don't know if she was sad, but a little bittersweet about it because I don't know if she really even wanted to be famous. She wanted to act, she wanted to do movies, but yeah, this whole stuff just happened. And yeah, it was cool. The only thing I'll say is like it kind of ends with I think some of the footage ends with some of the things in the 90s maybe, and it doesn't really talk about it talks about most of her marriages, but not like her last two ones. I don't know if they were that important, but you're not getting like her whole story again. You're
yeah.
getting a lot of stuff told through her, but highly recommend, especially if you don't know anything about her and you're curious. This will be a good insight into her life.
Nice. Nice.
And then the only other thing is, of course, because Netflix loves to do British spy thrillers. I feel like every month, or maybe it's just like from BBC, they're bringing it in. But Keira Knightley starts in a new one called Black Doves that just came out this past week. Again, British spy thriller, Keira Knightley, Ben Winshaw, and I've only seen the first episode, but it's one of those. Keira Knightley is a spy that's kind of really deep undercover within the British government, married to someone, and someone she was having a relationship with dies. And now we're learning that there might be some bigger stuff going on and really like how to address that. So it's got good ratings. There's only 6 episodes. If you're one of those, you need to get your spy thriller British show fix in. She does a great job so far. So yeah, check it out.
Nice. Nice. Well, I didn't watch any holiday movies this weekend because I I have been seeing clips on this show on TikTok. It was a show on Netflix that I've been seeing clips, and so I was with Miss Parker on Thursday, and she brought the show up. I said, "Oh, I've been wanting to check that out." It's a show called The Later Daters. It's on Netflix, and it's executive produced by Michelle Obama, and it's a new docu-series that follows singles in their 50s, 60s, and 70s as they try for their second, third, and sometimes fourth chance at love. And so apparently they have it's these couples, men and women, and again, they're all 55 or old and up. And they have this dating coach that kind of helps them. I guess she's interviewed them, and they usually have like a family member with them or a friend, someone who kind of helps navigate it with them. And so she sets them up on blind dates with different people. And it's interesting. Obviously, they have a whole different set of challenges because a lot of times, in most cases, they've already been married, they have kids, and then they're meeting these people, um, strangers. Actually, one woman, she went on two blind dates and she knew both men, two of the men she went on a date with. One went to her
Wow.
church, and one they had dated a few years ago, went on a date, and he kind of ghosted her. But but it was just interesting. The reason why I like shows like this because I think watching them, you can learn about yourself. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because you think you're seeing them go to things you wouldn't really necessarily think about.
Yeah.
And but there were, I think there were two people who really found love because they do like a 2 month follow up. But I'm curious to see because one of the characters I ran across her TikTok page yesterday, and she was talking about the show, and she said, "But I'll give you an update soon on if she's still with the guy Willie." Um, but people said that she posted a picture of him recently, so I don't know. But it was just you just it's interesting to say, oh, they make a good couple. I don't necessarily see it or whatever. It's just interesting. I don't know. I just thought it was really good, and I watched it in 2 days. It was really good.
Nice.
Yeah, I watched it while I was like cleaning and doing things. That's how I kind of watch these kind of shows. But it was
Hmm.
really good. It was really good. Again, it's called The Later Daters. It's on Netflix and streaming now, all the episodes. So check it out if you get a chance.
Awesome. Well, any holiday movies you're planning to see? I mean,
Oh,
it's
they
gonna
had
be
plenty of them.
something.
So I had plenty of them. So I'll be looking. I have to see every year National Lampoon's Christmas. That's just a
Of course.
classic. Have to see that. And then I was watching clips on Home Alone. I actually saw an interview it came across on TikTok. I love TikTok, sorry. And it was Arsenio Hall interviewing Macaulay Culkin when he was 10. The movie had just come out. And it made me want to watch, Home Alone 1 and
Oh,
2.
that's cool.
But yeah, so yeah, there's something you have to watch. You have to definitely watch. But I will be watching some going into Christmas, so for sure. But yeah.
Awesome.
I'll send you the names in case you're in the mood.
Yeah, yeah, I get bored.
Is they coming down the pipeline?
Well, end of the year, so we have a couple of like big releases. Craven the Hunter, which is like a Marvel, Sony Marvel movie about Craven the Hunter, which is some Spider-Man villain, is coming out. Nosferatu, which is the big like vampire Dracula movie, is it coming out? And then actually, again, lots of things. Mufasa, the
Mm,
like Lion King. I guess it's animated. I mean, they're all animated, but Mufasa. So it's like the origin story of how Mufasa came to be the king. Is coming out, and then of course, for kids, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is coming out as well. So lots of things. We're getting a barrage of movies that hopefully we'll have a lot to talk about.
nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Well, as always, thank you for letting us know what to spend our time and money on, what not to. And again, happy holidays, and I'll see you when you come to Atlanta.
Perfect.
All right, right back after this.